chittering in server farms. Sarah Chen, still standing in the newsroom, looking around nervously. What is that sound? It's coming from everywhere. The electronic buzzing grows louder, more complex, layer upon layer of digital noise building into something almost musical, but disturbing. Slowly, very slowly, a voice begins to emerge from the mechanical sounds. At first just fragments, distorted syllables bleeding through the electronic symphony. Fragmenting voice, barely audible through the digital noise, real, illusion, wake, mind. The buzzing starts to organize itself, the computer sounds beginning to form words, like a machine learning to speak. Emerging voice, still heavily distorted but becoming more recognizable. What happens when everything can look and sound just like anything else? Sarah Chen, backing away from the screens. Oh God, not again, not like this. The voice becomes clearer, more familiar. It's the ZerOdAy voice, but there's something different about it, more intimate, more invasive. Mysterious voice, now clear, but with an unsettling undertone. Hello again, Sarah. Did the alarm clock wake you up, or are you still dreaming? Images from the search results begin appearing on screen, brain scans, virtual reality experiments, the AXS cloak technical specifications. What if what's real is an illusion, Sarah? What if dreams are more real than the sad lives you continue to cling to? Sarah Chen, voice shaking. The research, the documents you're showing, these are about perception manipulation, reality construction. Mysterious voice with growing intensity. The Karolinska Institute, Sarah. Scientists making people believe a mannequin's body was their own. The substitutional reality system, recording your life and playing it back to you until you can't tell the difference. More images flash, brain imaging studies, virtual reality headsets, the technical diagrams of the AXS cloak. Your own brain doesn't record reality, Sarah. It generates it. Every moment of your life is a construction, a user interface hiding the truth of what's actually there. Sarah Chen, reading from the documents appearing on screen. These studies, they show that perception can be completely manipulated. That reality is just brain activity interpreting signals. Mysterious voice. Voice becoming more disturbing, more intimate. Now you're beginning to understand, Sarah. The Riken Brain Science Institute proved they could substitute recorded footage for live experience, and participants couldn't tell the difference. The AXS cloak technical specifications pulse on screen. But what if we told you that technology has advanced far beyond those primitive experiments? What if the invisibility suits were just the beginning? Sarah Chen, looking directly at camera, voice barely a whisper. What are you saying? Mysterious voice. Voice now sounds like it's coming from inside the room, not from the speakers. What if everything you think you see, hear, experience, what if it's all being fed to you through the same technology that makes our agents invisible? The technical diagrams morph and shift, showing neural interfaces, brain-computer connections. The secretive work behind medical doors, Sarah. Reality molded like Play-Doh and rewrapped and formed into something else. Hallucinations and delusions aren't symptoms of broken brains. They're proof of how easily consciousness can be redirected. Sarah Chen, looking around the newsroom, suddenly uncertain. This room, this building, am I actually here? Are you actually speaking to me? Mysterious voice, laughing softly. Good question, Sarah. Here's a hint. It's all in your mind. The screens begin showing cascading code, like the Matrix, but mixed with brain scan imagery. Donald Hoffman was right. Space and time don't exist when they're not perceived. Your colleagues assume that brain activity gives rise to conscious experience, but they have it backwards. Consciousness creates the experience of brains. Sarah Chen, touching her face, her desk, looking confused. But I can feel, I can touch. Mysterious voice. Voice now seeming to come from everywhere at once. Can you, Sarah? Or is that just more data being fed into your consciousness interface? The Swedish scientists proved that tactile sensations could be completely redirected. You felt the mannequin being touched because your brain was told that's what was happening. Images of the project. Exoskeleton suit appear, but now they're overlaid with neural network diagrams. What's real and what's your mind, Sarah? Here's the beautiful, terrifying truth. There's no difference. Sarah Chen. Sitting down heavily, staring at her hands. The last year, zero work, the protests, the revelations, the invisible people. Was any of it real? Mysterious voice. Voice becoming gentler but more disturbing. Define real, Sarah. If you experienced it, if it changed you, if it affected millions of people, does it matter whether it happened in what you call objective reality or in the constructed interface your brain calls life? The room around Sarah begins to flicker slightly, like a glitch in a video feed. Dreams are more real than the sad lives you continue to cling to. Some cultures understood this. They knew that the dreaming world was where the real action happened and waking life was just maintenance. Sarah Chen. Looking directly at camera, but her reflection seems slightly off-sync. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if what you're seeing is real. I don't know if I'm real. I don't know if any of this... Mysterious voice. Interrupting. It's time to wake up, America. Nap time is over. The flickering in the room becomes more pronounced. Good luck figuring out what's real and what's your mind. Here's a hint. It's all in your mind. The screen fills with static, then cuts to black. After a moment, text appears. Reality, XE has stopped working. Would you like to restart in safe mode? Then, barely visible, the zero work symbol appears. But it's different now. It looks like a brain scan, with the fractured zero forming the shape of neural pathways.